Okay, we are watching a game by Stonefree40536. He's playing Lunar Snow on the Tokyo map, and he asks what can he improve on, and is looking for extra tips. So pretty basic. I play quite a lot of Lunar Snow, so should be able to help you. That said, this player is Diamond 2 currently, so pretty high up already on the ladder. That must be nearly top 5% probably. So pretty good player. So I will be probably a bit more critical of this play because I guess my standards would just be higher, right? You don't need basic advice. I guess you're looking for more detailed advice. So how to win on Lunar Snow? Probably three main angles you've got. The first is similar to all support, farming your ult very quickly, doing loads of healing, loads of damage, and winning in the ult economy. If you can, especially for Luna, if you can get your ult very, very regularly and keep using that effectively, you'll just brute force a lot of fights and find a lot of success that way. The second way is through damage with your clap. That is a pretty decent way of securing kills. It's very good at finishing people off, especially flyers or someone like that. It's pretty easy to hit and does quite a lot of damage. So that can secure quite a lot of kills as well and give you an advantage. And then the third way is freezes. Your freezes are a really good way to pick people off. If you can catch a tank or a diver with a freeze or even a healer, that can quite often set up a kill. Those are really the three main ways that you're winning as Lunar Snow. The rest is, just neutral maintenance kind of play, just healing your team and making sure they don't die. So that's what we'll be looking for. Let's get this started. Okay. And one thing before I start, I believe this game is actually a win. I know you said in your post that you don't have any other games in your history. Not sure why that would be, but yeah, generally, if you're looking for advice, it's agreed on that you're much better off posting a loss because there'll be more to say. I mean, fundamentally here, you won, right? So why would you need to do anything different? Yeah, just a tip when looking for advice, but I'll do the best I can. Okay. So on this map, right, the gate, you're looking for people trying to cheese you, like Penny or Spider-Man or whoever else. Yeah, as you can see, this guy's standing here. This Panther. This is really common. Happens nearly every time on this map. Usually a bunch of divers like up here, right, on this building, or here, or Spider-Man over here. Just always be aware of that. You can stay in this room here and just see what's happening. Don't want to be the first out as the support. Just let the thing or whoever else do it, and kind of get an idea of who's on the enemy team. Second, I actually think I would be. I can see you've put your snowflake on Hela. That's okay, but you have an Iron Man, and I think I would be putting it on Iron Man for a lot of this game. Iron Man's a really nice target for it. He is not generally in your field of vision. He does take quite a lot of damage, and he really benefits from kind of a bit more health to help him secure a win. Like a lot of the time when Iron Man is beaming someone, people will be shooting back at him, and he wants to stay healthy and stay in the fight while he's beaming someone because it's kind of a damage over time thing. Hela, though, if Hela's taking damage, she has her own tools to get away. Generally, like a little bit of extra health won't make that much difference to Hela. She doesn't usually take that much damage anyway. And if people are shooting at Hela, she usually dies, right? Or gets away. It's not usually very close, I would say. So yeah, I'd be probably putting my snowflake on Iron Man for a lot of this game. Of course, you do want to switch it around as the situation demands, but yeah, just a note there. I think Iron Man is a better target in general. Oh yeah, just keep an eye out for that Panther. Just before this happens. So, for example, here you've got it on Hela, and she is about to take some damage, but you can see over here Iron Man is taking some punishment, and I think he would really appreciate the snowflake being on him so he can just duel more effectively. They've got a, who's that, Hawkeye? Yeah, so Hawkeye is shooting at Iron Man. Just helps him keep a lot of uptime. You're not going to be healing him at all during this, right? You're looking at all of these people. So Hela is in your field of view. She's quite easy to heal. But Iron Man there, not looking at him at all. I think it's a really good candidate for your snowflake. Okay, just deal with the Panther. Nice job. And then, yeah, this is a fine clap, I would say. So look, sorry to keep going on about this, but yeah, Iron Man is kind of just, he's, you know, taking a bit of damage and is just kind of hiding up here. Yeah. If you had the snowflake on him, he would have been healed while you were clapping all these others. And yeah, that would, you can keep all the rest of them in your field of view, heal them up, and then he also benefits because your claps aren't going through him, right? So I'll probably stop mentioning that point because I've been going on about it quite a lot, but yeah, I think that would be the better play. Okay, this is all fine. So you've got an advantage here. Iron Man got a kill. Definitely be looking to press this quite aggressively. You miss your snowball here, is what it is. I think the Thing is a really good target for your snowball a lot of the time. He's very big, usually quite aggressive, no shield, and it really screws up his movement. So I really like to use my snowball on the Thing. It gets kills a lot. Yeah, he feeds as well. That's nice. Yeah. Good awareness anyway, healing that Iron Man. Nice. Okay, yeah, good. That should lead to brilliant. Okay, so that is one of the ways that I mentioned at the start that you win games, right? Killing people with your clap, especially flyers, works really nicely. If you hadn't been shooting that guy, he would have got away, and now he's staggered for 20 seconds or whatever. So brilliant. That is what you want to keep doing. Oh yeah, I think I'm putting my snowflake on Thor here. Okay, I know he gets away, but if you see someone, especially one of your tanks, in a situation like that where they're on their own against multiple people, I think it's quite often a good idea to put your snowflake on them and try and maximize the healing that you're giving. He could have died there. So gives 30 or whatever % extra healing. Can make the difference of living or dying. It's generally a good idea, I think. Kind of same here, I think. I would be putting the snowflake on either of these guys. Hela is all the way at the back. No one is shooting her. Everyone is choked up in this room. I think, yeah, you want to just be getting some extra healing on these people because the snowflake currently is giving you nothing. Hela is full health. But yeah, I mean, your team is kind of stomping this part, so it's what it is. Forward a bit. So I think you could be... these people aren't taking any damage. I think you could just be pressing up a bit more and firing off some free damage on the enemy. Let's just see where they are. They're usually like down here, right? Yeah, I mean, they do have Hawkeye, who's pretty dangerous, but if you jump around a bit, he might not be able to shoot you. And if it was any other character, to be honest, I would be, standing around here, getting a few shots at them. All the extra damage helps, because you're not really doing anything, just standing here. Okay. It's fine. Honestly, this is, I'd say this is why wins are quite difficult to review, because this is just generally going quite well. I'm going to skip to where you defend, because I guess they score 3 points against you, so it seems to go to overtime, so that might be a bit better.
Only 30 seconds before you attack. Get ready. The battle starts in 5, 4, 3.
Because honestly, it looks like you just roll all the way through. Yeah, you had 2 minutes on, so that would not have been worth watching.
Help get that vehicle to its destination. A nice deep freeze.
I don't think you needed the clap here. People were already quite healthy. If you wanted to clap, I would have probably used it in a more aggressive way. Fortunate there. Nice try with the freeze. I think that was a good play. Yeah, this is a nice opportunity to clap. You should get quite a bit of value here. Go, well played. Nice snowball as well. I think this is all totally fine. Okay, so Cloak got their ult much faster. I expect that's because your invisible woman has been, who also has her ult, has been, you know, taking the majority of the ult charge. That's totally fine as long as one of you is getting them. Don't think there are major opportunities for you to do a lot more, but if you notice that one of your other healer is getting a lot of, you know, kind of taking a lot of the healing and charge from you, and it gives you an opportunity to push up and do a bit more damage. You want to be getting ult charge either way. Just a thought. Okay, so you know Cloak finished over there. Cloaks always just finish their ult, get into the Cloak form, and then start you know, doing damage in 100% safety. So it's probably going to be going for your invisible woman, I would expect. Have a look. Where did he finish? Okay, that's quite a weird path he took. If I was him, I would have finished this and then, you know, start killing the invisible woman. That's almost certainly a kill. So I would be watching out whenever Cloak ults like that and gets into your backline, just as the healers try and heal each other, just so they don't get a free kill. As it happens, he doesn't do that, so whatever. Yeah, well played. Okay, yeah, these guys get killed by Moon Knight spam. It's a little unfortunate. I think you needed to clap there. And now it would be really nice if you had your clap. You could have saved a Thor, killed that Moon Knight. But yeah, definitely try and save it for more important situations. Your position here is not really great. Kind of just standing in the middle of the map, right? No cover at all here. I would be looking to stand kind of here or here, so you can go up here or move back in. You're very easy to shoot here, bit of a free kill. Let's see if you do end up dying. But this is better here, moving in here. That's a decent ult to counter the Hela ult. Your Hela somehow dies. That's unfortunate. And yeah, then you get blasted by this guy. Okay, so I think you're just a little lost there, honestly. I mean, the enemy did pop a bunch of ults, so chances are you do die, but I actually also don't like where you finished this Luna ult. That's definitely something you can improve. Got 5 seconds left here. Heal these guys up, and then at exactly that point, I would have moved back, because you know the Hela's in her ult, like, you know, somewhere up above you right now. So you want to go in, and then at about 3 seconds here, generally is a good rule of thumb. Here's Hela. You want to be retreating back to safety, the last bits of your ult. And if you had done that and got back to, you know, here, you might have been safe from the strange. But this is, yeah, you do not want to be standing here with 1 second when there's, oops, what have I done? Okay. 1 second when there are people behind you. There's Moon Knight up here. Strange here. I don't actually know where that strange came from, but yeah, not ideal. Definitely should have treated back here, I say. And you get punished for it. So that's also something to work on. So yeah, as a rule of thumb, retreat to safety with 3 seconds left on your Luna ult. So no excuse really for staying in the middle. Okay, let's get forward. It's fine, trading some free damage. Okay, as I said it was fine, it suddenly started to look not very fine. If you want to do this, you just need to be... honestly, the idea is totally fine. You're good to trade some damage, but you should be like... need to get a quick escape, right? You're on the wrong side of this road. And you do get punished for this. You're relying a bit too much on this shield, I think. But yeah, that kind of thing does happen. You didn't need to die there for sure. That probably means they're going to get a few more meters. Okay. Pulling out. You want to immediately put your snowflake on someone when you're coming back. I don't think you have it on anyone currently. Just a good habit to get into. Every time you respawn, just put it on the first person you see, and then find the right target after it. But you know, this would have got you a decent bit extra healing if you had the snowflake on anyone, even invisible women. Good freeze. It's a nice play. That was very aggressive by the Thor. Close. Fill up your healer. Okay. Right, your team's ulting here, so nothing really happening. Probably going to win this fight. Yep. Yeah, you got the snowflake back on Hela. I just don't think it's the right target, but we've been through that. I don't hate that ult. Hard to say. Thor, generally not the best. Oh, I definitely would have gone over and healed that invisible woman there. Yeah, I don't know exactly where you're standing at. I guess it was running out, so it's a little unfortunate, but don't think you were getting the most value here. Maybe not, maybe it runs out too fast, never mind. But yeah, I think try and position it a little better. You're again, you're kind of in the middle of people here, right, with your ult. You're standing on the point. You go up to heal the thing, sure, and then you do try to retreat. This is a little more difficult, but yeah, try to be generally at the back with your ult, because otherwise you're just going to die immediately, as happened. You did try to retreat, but you were just so far forward that it didn't help. I think it probably would have been a better idea to just let the thing die and save your invisible woman instead. Right, let's wrap this up soon. Another easy freeze on the Thor. Well played. That's nice. Getting a lot of value. Okay, 2 ults there. Just run away, honestly. Yeah, nice position here. I actually think the Hela can get you, so careful. It has quite a big explosion range. Yeah, that could probably have healed that guy, but it's his mistake, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, you reacted. It's just a bit too late. Difficult. It's fine. Yeah, good snowflake there. That's exactly what I was talking about. If you've got a tank that's taking loads of damage, that's a good opportunity to use it. No. So yeah, come on. This is a wild freeze. You don't need to try and hit this. Just wait till he comes down and hit the same ones that you've been hitting all game. This is, once he's down, it's an easy shot, but this is crazy. You know, you hit this once out of 50 maybe. That's such a difficult shot. But you could stop here and then shoot him there, right, with the snowball. Much safer. You don't need to go for risky shots with that. Nice. It looks like you're winning this fight. Here we go, push them all the way out. Nice, cool. Got that Thor. Terrible. Okay, nice. Okay, so I think I'm going to call it here. I guess they just ran it into your base and score, and then you win the overtime ones because you had more time. I mean, as I said at the start, spectating a win is difficult because fundamentally you won, so you didn't actually need to do anything different. But yeah, my summary would be, I don't think your snowflake placement is ideal. I think you could be getting much more value out of that. Really think through who you're giving it to. Don't think Hela is the best target. Iron Man, to me, would be much better. And then when your tanks are taking a lot of damage, put it on them as well. Because, you know, the extra healing that gives also gives you more ult charge. So you can farm up more ults, which was one of our win conditions. The second thing is, when you're finishing your ult, make sure you get to safety. If you hadn't actually, there was a moment where, you know, your invisible woman was dying and there were people behind you. In a normal case, it would be, you could be forgiven for not actually noticing that people had dived so far back. But when you're in your ult, you don't actually have anything else to do, right? You're not shooting or healing, so you've got perfect time to like look around and take note of where everyone is and what's happening. So you should have perfect awareness in that moment. You're totally safe. I think I would have run back and saved your invisible woman there. And just, yeah, in general, when you finish your Luna ult, get to safety. You really don't want to die after it closes off. And the third thing is, I think well, 2 more things. Snowball, you mostly did this, but yeah, just make sure you're hitting the high percentage shots. It's much better to hit like a less valuable snowball than miss a one that, you know, you potentially had more value. I mean, like the one you shot at that Thor. So what if you hit him? He's just frozen up in the air for a little bit. He's not going to die. Just wait until they're guaranteed. Shoot it at the Thing or Thor or whoever, and you'll have more success. And then with your clap, I think generally you've got the right idea. You've got a few kills with it, which is nice. But there are cases where you used it to heal only, even when your team weren't in very much danger. So if you're you can use your clap if your team is nice and healthy, but I would be positioning yourself so that you can do damage as well. You definitely want to get, whether it's healing or damage, a lot of value out of your clap, because that's one of the main ways you charge up your ult. So I hope all that helps. Good luck in your next games. It's the Stone Free 40536.